The Galactic Central Sun is sending codes. Are you receiving them?
Imagine, if you wish, they are like cosmic antennas, tuned in the highest frequency in the universe, allowing these light codes to flow through you, awakening your true divine nature and activating your unlimited potential. Feel how each breathing they take is filled with the energy of the Galactic Central Sun, purifying, healing and raising their being at levels never before experienced. At this sacred moment, I invite you to open their hearts and minds to the possibility of a deep and significant transformation. Allow the light of the Galactic Central Sun to dissipate any shadow, any questions, any fear that may be blocking its path towards fullness and the realization of its divine purpose in this incarnation. They feel how their being expands and illuminates with the golden and bright energy of the Central Galactic Sun, remembering who they really are, eternal light beings, connected to the source of everything it is. Allow this sacred connection to guide them in each step of their trip, remembering their power, their unconditional love and their ability to create the reality they wish to experience. In this moment of deep spiritual activation, I invite you to visualize a portal of golden light opening before you, revealing a new reality full of infinite possibilities. They feel the joy and gratitude of witnessing this expansion in their conscience, allowing the codes of the Galactic Central Sun to integrate completely into their being, transforming every aspect of their life into love, harmony, and abundance. Know that at this sacred moment, they are surrounded by the love presence of the ascended teachers, the angels, and the beings of light that accompany them on their trip of evolution and growth. Allow their light to guide them, protect them, and hold them in every step of the road, reminding them that they are divine beings of light and love at all times. Feel how the energy of the Galactic Central Sun fills them with strength, clarity, and determination to move forward in their path of ascension and transformation. Trust that they are being guided and supported at all times, even when the evidence and challenges seem insurmountable. Remember that they are powerful and creative beings, capable of manifesting miracles and wonders in their lives and in the world around them. In this moment of communion with the Galactic Central Sunlight, I invite you to affirm with conviction and certainty, I am a being of divine light, connected to the source of everything that is. I receive the sacred codes of the Galactic Central Sun with gratitude and love, allowing them to transform my life into the highest expression of my being. That this statement resonates in the depths of their being, activating its unlimited potential and reminding them of their true nature as beings of light and love. Allow this truth to manifest in every aspect of their life, guiding them, protecting them and raising them to new heights of consciousness and realization. In this moment of connection with the Galactic Central Sunlight, I invite you to open their hearts and minds to the possibility of a deep and significant transformation. Allow the pure and high light of the Galactic Central Sun to fill them with love, healing, and abundance, reminding them of their divinity and creative power in this world and beyond. May the Galactic Central Sunlight guide them, protect them, and hold them in each step of the road, reminding them that they are eternal beings, connected to the source of everything it is. Trust the wisdom and love that flow through you at this sacred moment, reminding you of your divine purpose and place in the universe. May the Galactic Central Sunlight accompany them in each breath, in each thought, in each action, infusing each cell of their being with the pure and high energy of creation. Let this light transform them, guide them, and elevate them to new heights of consciousness and realization, reminding them of their true nature as beings of light and love in constant evolution and expansion. In this moment of connection with the Galactic Central Sunlight, I invite you to open their hearts and minds to the possibility of a deep and significant transformation. Allow the pure and high light of the Galactic Central Sun to fill them with love, healing, and abundance, reminding them of their divinity and creative power in this world and beyond. May the Galactic Central Sunlight guide them, protect them, and hold them in each step of the road, reminding them that they are eternal beings, connected to the source of everything it is. Trust the wisdom and love that flow through you at this sacred moment, reminding you of your divine purpose and place in the universe. May the Galactic Central Sunlight accompany them in each breath, in each thought, in each action, infusing each cell of their being with the pure and high energy of creation. Let this light transform them, guide them, and elevate them to new heights of consciousness and realization, reminding them of their true nature as beings of light and love in constant evolution and expansion. That the galactic central sunlight accompanied them in each breath, in every thought. Dear beings of light, at this time we remind you of the importance of connecting with their true essence, with its internal divinity.
As they enter their own being, they discover the infinite power that resides inside, the power to create, transform, and manifest their reality. We remind you that they are beings of light, love, and peace beings. They tune in that high frequency to attract experiences full of harmony and well-being. Trust in your internal guide, in your intuition, because you will always lead you along the right path. Open your hearts to unconditional love, both towards yourself and towards others. Forgive, release grudges, and allow the energy of forgiveness to flow in their lives, healing wounds and releasing the past. Remember that they are creators of your reality, so consciously choose your thoughts, words, and actions. They clearly visualize their goals and dreams, and maintain a positive and grateful attitude at all times. Trust the life process, trust their internal power, and trust the divine guide that always accompanies them. They are surrounded by love and light. Allow this energy to fill them and elevate them to new heights of consciousness and spiritual expansion. Trust, create, and continue with faith and determination.
You are magnificent beings, light beings destined to shine with all your splendor.
May the light of love always guide them on their way. Infinite blessings for all of you.
Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and spiritual awakening, we remind you of the importance of connecting with their inner being and with the divine energy that surrounds them.
Amid the challenges and uncertainties, remember that they are powerful beings and creators of their own reality.
They open their hearts to the guide of the ascended teachers and the angels that accompany them on their way.
Trust their intuition and wisdom that resides inside.
Let the light shine through you and dissipate any shadow that may be present in your lives.
Remember that love is the most powerful force in the universe, and that aligning with love and compassion will lead them to a state of peace and harmony. Trust the transformation process they are experiencing and know that they are being guided and protected at all times. Allow divine energy to flow through you and manifest your highest desires in this earthly plane. Be aware of your power to create a reality full of love, joy, and abundance. Trust your ability to overcome any challenge that appears. On your way. We are here to remind them of their divinity and connection with the universe. Trust in your inner light and allow you to shine with all your splendor. Let love, be light, be peace. May the blessing of light beings accompany them at all times. So it is. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and change on the planet, it is important to remember that each of you has an important role in the awakening of collective consciousness. They are being called to raise their vibration, to heal their internal wounds and expand their love and light towards the world. They do not fear the challenges they can find on their way, since each obstacle is an opportunity for growth and learning. Trust in their intuition, in their connection with the divine source, and allow the guide of light beings to take them to their highest purpose. Remember that they are powerful and creative beings, capable of manifesting the reality they want through their thoughts, emotions, and actions. Trust your inner power and use it to create a world of love, peace, and harmony. We are here to support them in their path of spiritual evolution. They open your hearts to the divine light that flows through you and allow the angels and ascended teachers to guide you on their way to the ascent. That peace, love, and light be your guide at all times. Trust the process and know that they are loved beyond any measure. May the light of divine love always accompany them. Blessings to all. Dear light beings, in this moment of deep transformation and change in the earth, we remind you that they are powerful beings of light and love. Keep faith in their hearts and trust the divine process that is happening in their lives and on the planet. It is important to remember that each of you has a unique and special purpose in this life. Tune with their true self and allow your inner light to shine with all your splendor. Trust your intuition and follow your soul's call towards expansion and growth.
Remember that they are surrounded by unconditional love and support by light beings, angels, and ascended teachers. Connect with them through meditation, prayer, and intuition, and allow them to guide their way to the highest vibration of love and light.
Trust the universal wisdom that resides inside and allow them to guide them in each step they take. Remember that they are divine beings in constant evolution and expansion, and that everything you need is within you. That the light and love of the superior kingdoms always accompany them in their path of ascension and transformation. Trust the process and allow the magic and beauty of life to manifest at all times. That peace, joy, and love flood their hearts and guide them towards their highest realization. Blessings of light and love for all. So it is. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and evolution on Earth, we remind you of the importance of connecting with their own inner wisdom. Listen to the voice of their intuition, which is the divine guide that will take them along the path of truth and the realization of their divine purpose. They open your hearts to the unconditional love that emanates from the universe and allow divine light to shine through you, dissipating any shadow of fear or doubt that may be present in your lives. Remember that they are infinitely powerful beings, capable of creating the reality they want to experience. Trust your creative power and use it to manifest the life of your dreams, in harmony with the divine plan for your spiritual evolution. Stay in tune with the vibration of love and gratitude, and you will see how doors and opportunities open for you at all times. Trust the process of life and magic found at every present moment. We send them love and light from the upper planes of existence, reminding them that they are divine light beings, connected to the source of all creation. Trust in your possession and in your divine purpose, and allow your light to shine with all your splendor in this world. That peace and harmony are always present in their hearts. So it is. Dear beings of light, in this moment of deep transformation on Earth, we remind you that they are surrounded by unconditional love and the guide of the superior kingdoms. Let the divine light flow through you, healing old wounds and raising your vibration to higher levels of consciousness. It is crucial in these times to stay connected to its inner being, with its intuition and with the wisdom that resides in the depths of its being. Trust the process of life and divine perfection that is being manifested at all times. Remember that they are powerful and creative beings, capable of manifesting your highest dreams and desires. Trust your ability to cook your reality and bring light and love to this world. We remind you that they are surrounded by the protection and guidance of the angels and teachers promoted at all times. Trust their support and allow them to assist them in their path of spiritual evolution. May the divine light shine in their hearts and guide them at all times. Trust in love and wisdom that flow through you, and remember that you are infinitely powerful and loved beings. That peace and harmony reign in their lives, and that their light shines intensely to illuminate the path of other beings on this journey of spiritual ascension. So it is. Dear beings of light, in this moment of deep transformation on Earth, we remind you of the importance of connecting with your inner being and with the divine wisdom that resides in your heart. They tune in with the frequency of unconditional love and compassion, allowing each step to be guided in their path of spiritual evolution. Remember that they are infinitely powerful beings, capable of creating the reality they want to experience. Trust their intuition and the guidance of their angels and ascended teachers, who are always at their disposal to offer them support and guidance on their earthly trip. It is time to release everything that no longer serves them, to release fears, limiting beliefs, and negative thought patterns. They open your hearts in the light of the universe and allow healing energy to flow through you, raising your vibration and expanding your conscience towards new possibilities and unlimited potentials. Remember that they are divine beings and deserving of all love, abundance, and happiness that the universe has to offer them. Trust the transformation process and allow light to guide every step of your path. They are surrounded by love and protection at all times. That peace and harmony fill their hearts, and that the divine light always accompanies them on their journey of spiritual ascension. Trust in your inner power and infinite wisdom that lives in your being. They are loved, they are guided and blessed. So it is. Amen.
Dear beings of light, in this moment of change and transformation in the earth, we remind you of the importance of staying connected to their own superior being.
Trust their intuition and wisdom that resides inside.
They do not fear the challenges that arise on their way, because each experience is an opportunity for growth and evolution. Remember that they are beings of light, carriers of love and peace in a world that needs your light more than ever. Allow their inner brightness to illuminate those who surround them, and that their positive energy contributes to the elevation of collective consciousness. Be aware of the importance of caring for your body, mind and spirit, nourishing them with love, gratitude and compassion.
Find the balance in all areas of your life and follow their way with confidence and determination. We remind you that they are always surrounded by love and divine
guide, and that ascended teachers, angels and beings of light are always available to support them in their path of spiritual evolution.
May the light and love of the universe always guide them on their way. Trust in your inner power and in the divine wisdom that lives in each of you. So it is. Amen.
Light brothers and sisters, receive this message of love and wisdom at this time of transformation and ascension. Remember that you are beings of divine light, connected to the universe and with everything that exists. Remember that your purpose in this life is to awaken to your true essence and expand love and light in every step you dare. In these times of change and transition, it is important to maintain faith, trust and connection with your own interior divinity. Remember that you have the power to create your reality, manifest your dreams and heal your deepest wounds.
We remind you that you are surrounded by love and protection at all times.
Light beings and angels guide you and accompany you on your way, always willing to help you and provide your unconditional support. Allow your inner light to shine strongly and illuminate the path of those who are still in the dark. Be a lighthouse of hope and love in a world that sometimes seems to be full of chaos and confusion. Remember that you are powerful and loving beings, capable of transforming your reality and the reality of those around you.
Accept your power and use it for the greater good of all.
That peace, harmony and love guide each of your steps in this beautiful journey of spiritual evolution.
Always remember that you are loved, supported and guided at all times. May the light and infinite love of the universe always accompany you. So be it.
Dear beings of light, in these times of transformation and change, it is important to remember that everything is in constant movement and evolution. They do not fear the challenges that may arise in their way, because they are opportunities for growth and learning. Open their hearts in the divine light that surrounds them, allow the love energy of the universe to fill them and guide them in their way. Trust their intuition and wisdom that resides inside, as they are powerful beings and full of light.
Always remember that they are part of something much bigger and that their presence in this earthly plane has a sacred purpose. Be aware of their impact on the world and those around them, and act from love and compassion at all times. Trust the process of life and divine wisdom that guides them at all times. They are surrounded by love and unconditional support by the beings of light that accompany them on their way. Trust in your internal power and in your connection with the divine source. That the light of love and wisdom always guides them in their way to spiritual ascension. Trust your power to express your deepest desires and to create the reality you want to experience. Be beings of light and love at all times, and you will see how your life is transformed miraculously. May the peace and harmony of the universe always accompany them. So it is. Children of light, in this moment of transformation and change on earth, we remind you of the importance of staying connected to their true divine essence. They tune in with the energy of unconditional love, compassion and gratitude, and allow these high frequencies to guide their actions and thoughts. It is crucial in these times of turbulence to maintain faith in the divine plan and in the power of light to dissolve any darkness. Trust that they are being guided and protected by a legion of beings of light that surround them at all times. Remember that they are infinite beings of light and love, capable of creating extraordinary realities through their pure intention and their connection with the divine source. Trust in your inner power and allow you to shine with all your splendor. As they advance in their path of spiritual evolution, remember that the greatest gift they can offer to the world is their own inner transformation. When raising its own vibrational frequency, they contribute to the collective awakening of humanity and to the emergence of a new era of peace, harmony, and unity. Trust their inner wisdom in their ability to overcome any challenge that is presented to them, and remember that they are infinitely loved beings supported by the universe. That the divine light always guides them on their way to fullness and the realization of their true purpose on earth. That peace, joy, and love flood their hearts at all times. So it is. Dear beings of light, in this moment of deep transformation and evolution on earth, we remind them of the importance of connecting with their own interior divinity. They open your hearts to the light that lives inside, allow wisdom and love to flow through you. They feel the presence of the ascended teachers and the angels that surround them, guiding them in their path of spiritual growth. Trust that you are being supported and protected at all times, and that the answers you are looking for are within you. As they enter a new cycle of growth and expansion, remember that they are powerful beings and creators of their reality. Use your intention and energy to manifest your higher dreams and purposes in this earthly plane. Trust their intuition and the divine guide they constantly receive. Tune in with the vibration of unconditional love and inner peace, and allow that energy to expand around it, creating a positive impact on the world. Remember that they are beings of infinite light, connected to the divine source of everything it is. Let that light shine through you and guide your way on this ascension trip and spiritual awakening. That peace, love, and harmony fill their hearts at this sacred moment. Trust in your power and the divine guide they receive constantly. We are with you, loved beings of light. So it is. Light brothers and sisters, in this moment of deep transformation on earth, we remind you that they are powerful and divine beings. Tune in the energy of unconditional love that flows through you at all times. Remember that every challenge they face is an opportunity for growth and expansion of your conscience. Trust in their intuition and the guidance of their higher beings to navigate these times of change. Keep your focus on light and positivity, and do not get carried away by fear or negativity they can find in your environment. Be lighthouses in the midst of darkness, radiating love and compassion to all beings that find their way. Trust that they are being guided and protected at all times. Connect with the wisdom and power of your superior being to manifest the reality they want and contribute to the elevation of collective consciousness. We send you our love and support on this ascension trip. Remember that they are beings of infinite light, capable of creating miracles and transforming the world with their love and light. Keep shining, dear brothers and sisters, and remember that they are always surrounded by love and guide. So it is. Beloved beings of light, at this time we remind you that they are divine beings with unlimited potential. As they arouse their true essence, they open up to the wisdom and love that you have always been within you. Let the light shine through you and guide your way on this earthly trip. It is important to remember that each experience, every challenge is an opportunity to grow and evolve. They are not afraid to face their fears, because in the dark there is also light. Trust in their intuition and the guidance of their angels and spiritual guides, who accompany them at all times. Remember that every thought, word, and action have an impact on their reality and the energy they emanate. Cultivate unconditional love towards yourself and others, and you will see how your life and environment transforms. Trust in the divine process that leads them to the expansion of their consciousness and towards the connection with the source of everything that is. Be aware of their power to create the reality that they want and use that force with wisdom and love. May the light and love guide every step they take in this path of evolution and spiritual growth. Trust their divinity and the loved presence of light beings that accompany them at all times. We send you our blessing and unconditional love at this sacred moment. May peace and harmony fill their hearts and guide them towards the fullness of their being. So it is. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and change on the planet, we remind you of the importance of staying connected to their divine essence.
Allow the light of love to flood their hearts and dissipate any shadow of fear or doubt. It is time to release old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve them, and open to receive the wisdom and guidance of their spiritual guides. Trust the evolution process they are experiencing. Trust that everything is happening for their greater good and learning. Remember that they are beings of infinite light, capable of creating the reality they want to manifest. Use your creative power with wisdom and love, and visualize a world of peace, harmony, and balance for all living beings. Trust in your intuition, in your connection with the universe, and the strength of your inner love. They are surrounded by support and protection at all times. They just need to open their hearts and allow divine light to guide them on their way. That peace, love, and unity reign in their lives and in the whole world. Trust your power to make this world a better place for everyone. May the light always accompany them, dear beings of light. In this moment of transformation and change on the planet, we remind you that they are surrounded by unconditional love and support from the spiritual plane. Trust their own inner wisdom and the guidance of their light beings to navigate these uncertainty times. It is important to remember that every challenge they face in their way is an opportunity for growth and learning. There is no error or failure, only lessons that help them evolve and expand their conscience. Trust in the divine process and in the perfection of each experience that is presented to them. We remind you that they are powerful and creative beings, capable of manifesting their deepest desires with love and clarity. Connect with their true essence and allow their inner light to illuminate the way to the realization of their dreams and life purpose. Remember that they are infinitely loved and supported by the universe. Trust in the guidance of their light beings and allow magic and abundance to flow in their lives. Be receptive to the blessings that are offered and open their hearts to the unconditional love that surrounds them at all times. That peace, joy, and love guide every step they take in their way to fullness and realization of their true being. Trust in their internal power and in the connection with the divine source that nourishes them and sustains them at all times. So be it, and it is. Amen. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and planetary ascent, we remind you of the importance of staying connected to their true inner being. Allow divine light to guide their steps and illuminate them in their path of spiritual evolution. It is time to release fear and doubt, and open their hearts to the absolute truth that they are beings of infinite and powerful light. Trust in your intuition and wisdom that resides in your being, because you will find the answers they are looking for. Be aware of their thoughts and emotions, because they are the key to manifesting the reality they want to experience. Cultivate unconditional love for themselves and others, and you will see how your life is filled with blessings and abundance. Remember that they are part of a larger divine plan, and that each of you has a unique purpose in this existence. Trust the universe and their spiritual guidance, and allow them to take them to the fullness and realization of their mission on Earth. We send them love and light at this sacred moment, and we remind you that they are always surrounded by love and protection. Trust their inner power and the guide of light beings that accompany them at all times. That the peace and harmony of the universe always accompany them. So it is. In this moment of great transformation in the earth, it is essential to remember that each of you is a divine and powerful being. There are no limits for what they can achieve when they connect with their true essence and allow divine light to shine through you. Now is the time to release all the limiting beliefs and fears that have retained them in the past. Let the energy of love flood their hearts and guide them in each step of their path. Trust their intuition and wisdom of your superior being to take them to the greatest expansion of your being. Remember that they are beings of light, connected to the infinite source of love and wisdom. Trust your ability to manifest your dreams and create the reality you want to experience. Tune in the energy of unconditional love and gratitude, and you will see how everything begins to flow in your life in a perfect and harmonious way. Trust in the divine process that is being developed at this time on Earth and know that they are being supported by light beings in the upper planes. Know that they are loved unconditionally and that they are guided at all times.
Trust in your internal power and allow your light to shine with all your splendor. That peace, love, and light guide their way at all times. Trust their ability to create the life they want and know that they are surrounded by love and support at all times. So be it. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and evolution on Earth, we remind you that they are powerful and divine beings, capable of creating the reality they wish to experience. They tune in with their true essence and allow the light of love to flood their being, dissipating all fear, doubt or limitation. Trust in the divine process that guides them and trust their ability to manifest their highest dreams. Remember that they are conscious co-creators of their reality and that they have the power to rise above any challenge that comes to them. They open their hearts to the guide and wisdom of the ascended teachers, angels, and beings of light that surround them at all times. Allow their love and light to take them towards the fullness and joy that they long for. They always remember that they are beings of light embodied in human form, and that their purpose in this life is to expand their conscience and remember their true divine nature. Trust the power of love and light to transform their lives and the world around them. We send them all our love and support on this ascension trip, and we remind you that they are always surrounded by love and light in each step of the road. Trust in your inner power and allow your light to shine with all your splendor. That peace, joy, and abundance flow towards their lives at this time and at all times coming. Trust the magic and beauty of life and allow your being to shine with the light of unconditional love. Infinite blessings for all of you, beings of light in evolution. That the light of love illuminate their way and guide them towards fullness and the realization of their divine being. So be it, and it is. Amen. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and ascension, we remind you that love is the most powerful force in the universe. Connect with your heart and allow love to flow through you, healing everything in your path. Trust in their intuition and the guidance of their angels and ascended teachers. They are always by their side, ready to assist them on their journey of growth and spiritual evolution. Remember that they are divine beings of light, with a unique and special purpose in this world. Trust in their inner power and in the wisdom that resides in your deepest being. Remain in the state of gratitude and appreciation for all the blessings that surround them. They appreciate each experience, whether positive or challenging, for everything that teaches them and makes them grow. Trust the divine process of life and know that everything is perfectly orchestrated for greater well-being and growth. Maintain faith and trust in the universe, knowing that everything is manifesting according to the divine plan. We send them love, light, and blessings on their way. Trust your power and magic that you reside inside. Be the light that illuminates the world and allow its unique and divine brightness to shine in all its splendor. That peace, joy, and love flood their hearts at all times. Trust your divine nature and connect with the source of everything it is. So be it, in love and light. Blessings to all. Dear beings of light, at this time of deep transformation on Earth, we remind you that they are surrounded by divine love and support at all times. The energy of the universe is always available to guide them and protect them in their path from spiritual evolution. It is important to remember that every challenge they face is an opportunity for growth and learning. They do not fear the changes that arise in their lives, since they are part of the process of expanding their consciousness and their connection with the divine. Trust their intuition and the guidance of their higher beings, who are always present to help them find the light in the midst of the dark. Remember that they are beings of light, with a divine purpose in this world, and that their presence here is invaluable for the cosmic plan. They are to receive the blessings and gifts that the universe has for you, and allow divine light to shine through you to illuminate the path of those looking for truth and healing. That the peace, love, and harmony of the universe always accompany them in their journey of spiritual ascension. Trust in their internal power and in the wisdom of your soul to guide them at all times. That the light of truth and compassion envelopes them, and that they find peace in the heart of creation. So be it, and it is. Amen. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and change on Earth, we remind you of the importance of connecting with your inner being and with the divine wisdom that resides in each of you. It is in this deep connection space where they will find peace, clarity, and guidance they need to cross any challenge that occurs in their lives. We remind you that they are powerful beings and full of love, capable of manifesting their deepest desires and creating the reality they want to experience. Trust in their intuition, in their connection with the universe, and in the certainty that they are being guided at all times. They open their hearts to the unconditional love that surrounds them, both of the beings of light and those that surround them in their daily lives. Remember that love is the most powerful force in the universe, and that with it can heal any wound, overcome any obstacle, and reach any goal they propose. Trust in the process of life, in the divine perfection that guides everything, and in the infinite wisdom that resides in each cell of their being. Be aware of your power as co-crest of your reality and use it to bring light, love, and peace to yourself and to all beings who share this trip on Earth. We send you our blessing and our guide in this moment of transformation, and we remind you that they are always surrounded by love and light. Trust their own divinity and the certainty that they are infinitely loved and supported by the universe. Let the light of love illuminate their way and guide them towards the fullness of their being. So it is. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and spiritual growth, we remind you of the importance of connecting with their interior and listening to the voice of your soul. As you advance in your path of evolution, it is essential to remember that you are divine beings of light and love. They open your hearts to the energy of the universe and allow light to flow through you, healing all wounds and raising your vibration to higher levels of consciousness. Trust the process and know that they are being guided and protected at all times by their spiritual guides and angels. Remember that they are powerful and creative beings, capable of manifesting your deepest desires through intention and positive visualization. Trust in your internal power and use it to create the reality that you want to experiment in this earthly plane. Maintain faith in their spiritual path and in the connection with the divine source that resides inside. Be loving with themselves and with others, practicing compassion and gratitude at every moment of their lives. We send them love and light on this transformation trip and remind you that they are always surrounded by unconditional love and support from the upper planes. Trust in your inner power and allow light to guide your path to fullness and realization of your true being. That the peace and harmony of the universe always accompany them in their path of evolution and spiritual growth. So it is. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and evolution on planet Earth, we remind you of the importance of staying in a state of love and compassion. Love is the most powerful force in the universe, and when cultivated in the heart of each human being, a wave of light that elevates the vibration of the entire planet is created. We ask them to connect with their own inner wisdom and with the divine light that inhabits their being. Trust in their intuition and guide of their angels and teachers, who are always available to help them in their path of spiritual evolution. Remember that every thought, word, and action have an impact on the creation of your reality. Be aware of what they emit to the universe and sow seeds of love, peace, and harmony in each interaction. Trust in the transformation process that they are living at this time, since everything is happening according to the divine plan for their evolution. Maintain faith and confidence that they are being guided and protected at all times. We send you our light and unconditional love so that they can remember their true divine nature and shine with all their splendor in this world of duality. That peace and harmony reign in their hearts and throughout the planet Earth. So be it, so it is done. Light blessings for all. In this moment of deep transformation on Earth, it is crucial to remember that everything you experience in your reality is a reflection of your own inner being. You are a powerful and multidimensional being capable of creating your own reality through your thoughts, emotions, and actions. It is important to connect with your true essence and remember that you are a constant evolutionary being. As you align with your true being, you become more aware of your purpose and mission in this life. Remember that you are surrounded by unconditional love and support by light beings and ascended teachers. Trust your intuition and follow the path that resonates with your heart. it allows light and love to flow through you, illuminating your path and that of those around you. Trust the transformation and growth process, knowing that you are always guided and protected. That peace, joy, and love flood your being at this time and at all times to come. Trust your inner power and divine wisdom that lives in your heart. May the divine light always accompany you in your path of evolution and expansion. So it is. Dear beings of light, in this moment of deep connection and spiritual elevation, we remind you that love is the most powerful force in the universe. Open their hearts and allow love energy to flood each cell of your being, healing and raising its vibration. Trust their intuition and the guide of the beings of light that surround them. They are being supported and guided in every step of their way to light and truth. Remember that they are divine beings of light, created in the image and likeness of the Creator. Feel the connection with their true essence and allow it to shine with all its splendor. Be in peace, be in love, and know that they are always surrounded by unconditional love. Trust the process and maintain faith in the transforming power of love. May the universe light guide their steps and take them to the fullness of their being. So it is, in love and in light. Blessings to all. Dear beings of light, amid the darkness that can surround their lives, we remind you that the light is always present in their hearts. Tune in that divine spark that lives inside and allow it to shine with all its splendor. Trust in your internal guide and wisdom that comes from the deepest of your being. Every challenge they face is an opportunity to grow and learn. They do not fear obstacles, because they are disguised lessons that will help them evolve in their spiritual path. Trust the process and maintain the faith in which everything happens for a higher reason. Remember that they are powerful beings and full of love. Hugging their true essence, miracles can manifest in their lives and in those around them. Be aware of their ability to create their reality and use their power wisely and lovingly. We send them love and light at all times, accompanying them on their transformation and growth trip. Trust that they are being guided and protected by the divine force that sustains them at all times. That peace and harmony fill their hearts, reminding them whenever they are loved beyond any measure. Trust in their inner power and allow the light that are to illuminate the world that surrounds them. Blessings and unconditional love we send you, dear beings of light. That the truth and beauty of their being manifest themselves at every moment of their lives. So it is. Brothers and sisters of light, at this time of profound changes and transformations on earth, it is crucial to remember that you are beings of light, love, and infinite power. Do not get carried away by fear, doubt, or uncertainty, because they are only illusions that move them away from their true divine essence. Maintain their unwavering faith in the divine light that lives inside. Trust that everything is happening according to the divine plan and that each challenge they face is an opportunity to grow and expand their conscience. Remember that they are creative beings with the power to express their deepest desires. Connect with your heart and visualize the reality they want to create, feeling in the depths of your being that is already a reality. Be aware of your thoughts, emotions, and actions, because everything you emit to the universe returns to you multiplied. Cultivate unconditional love, gratitude, and compassion at all times, because it is the key to raising its vibration and attracting light and harmony to their lives. Trust the constant support of the ascended teachers, angels, and beings of light that accompany them at all times. They are always at your disposal to guide, protect them, and give them unconditional love. Remember that they are beings of infinite light, connected to the divine source of everything it is. Trust in their internal power and allow light to guide every step they take in their path of evolution and expansion of consciousness. May the divine light always accompany them on their journey towards fullness and the realization of their spiritual being. Trust your divinity and allow you to shine with all your splendor in this world of duality and transformation. That's how it is. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and change on the planet, we remind you that they are surrounded by unconditional love and support from the upper planes. Trust your internal wisdom and the guide of your hearts to navigate these times of uncertainty. It is important to remember that each of you is a divine being with a sacred purpose in this life. Remember to connect with your true essence and allow the light inside to shine with all your splendor. Do not get carried away by fear or negativity they can perceive in the outside world. Maintain their focus on light and positivity, knowing that they are co-creators of their reality and that they have the power to manifest their deepest wishes. Trust the process of life and universal wisdom that guides every step they take. They are surrounded by love and protection at all times, and are infinitely loved by the universe. May the light and love guide each of its steps on this trip of evolution and spiritual growth. Trust in their internal power and in the connection with the divine source that supports them. Always remember that they are beings of light, capable of creating the reality they want to experience. Trust their power and the guide of light beings that accompany them on this eternal ascension trip. That peace, joy, and love flood their hearts at all times. Trust your divinity and the magnificence of your being. We send them love and blessings at this sacred moment of connection and communion with the universal source. So it is, and that the light guides each of its steps on this eternal journey of ascension and spiritual evolution. Infinite blessings for all beings on the path of light. So it is. Dear beings of light, at this time of great change and transformation on Earth, we remind you of the importance of staying in a state of unconditional love and compassion. It is in love where they will find strength and guidance to cross any challenge that arises in their lives. Trust in your intuition and wisdom of your inner being, because it lies the connection with the divine source of everything it is. Let the light shine through you and guide your steps in the path of truth and spiritual evolution. Remember that they are powerful and creative beings, capable of expressing their reality with their thoughts and emotions. Cultivate positive thoughts and raise their vibration towards joy and gratitude, because in that state they will attract experiences and people to their life that reflect that same light. Trust in the divine plan that develops at all times, even when they do not fully understand their purpose. Everything happens in perfect synchrony and harmony for greater well-being and learning. We are here to assist them in their path of ascension, and we send them our unconditional love and support in each step they take. Trust in your inner power and in the guidance of your superior being, because in it you will find the answer to all your questions and the peace you yearn in your hearts. That the light of divine love always accompanies them on their journey of evolution and spiritual growth. Trust that they are loved beyond any measure and that they are beings of light destined to shine in this world with all their splendor. That peace and harmony reign in their hearts and in the world that surrounds them. So, be it, in love and light. Asegwia, dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and evolution on Earth, we remind you that they are powerful beings and full of love. It is essential that they connect with their true essence, with their interior divinity, and that they trust the path they are traveling. They do not fear the challenges or the difficulties that may arise in their path, because each obstacle is an opportunity for growth and learning. Trust in their intuition and the guidance of their beings of light, which are always by their side to provide support and protection. Remember that every thought, word, and action has an impact on their reality and the energy that they emit to the universe. Cultivate thoughts of love, gratitude, and compassion, and you will see how your life is filled with blessings and magic. Trust your power to express your deepest desires, and remember that you are creators of your own reality. Connect with the abundance of the universe and allow it to flow in their lives naturally and harmoniously. We send them love and light in this moment of connection and spiritual elevation. Trust in your inner light and allow you to shine with all your splendor. Blessings to all. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and evolution on Earth, we remind you of the importance of connecting with their true divine essence. They tune in with the unconditional love that resides inside, allow that light to shine and expand to the world around them. Remember that every thought, word, and action has an impact on the creation of your reality. Be aware of what you choose to vibrate and emit to the universe, since everything returns to you in a constant manifestation cycle. Trust your creative power and the guidance of your higher beings. You are surrounded by love and support at all times. You just need to open your hearts and allow divine wisdom to flow through you. Keep faith in the ascent process and trust that they are being guided towards a state of greatest awareness and love. Remember that they are infinitely powerful beings and connected to the source of everything it is. Allow light to shine through you and be signs of love and peace in this world in transformation. Trust your ability to create a world full of harmony and unity, and remember that together, as a single humanity, they can co-create a future of light and love. We send you our blessing and unconditional love in this moment of expansion and transformation. May the light guide their way and take them to their true divine essence. So it is. Dear beings of light, in this moment of deep transformation on Earth, we remind you that love is the most powerful force in the universe. Allow love to guide every thought, word and action, both towards yourself and towards others. It is time to release fear and doubt, and embrace confidence in the divine plan that develops at every moment. Trust that everything is happening exactly as it should be, and that each challenge is an opportunity to grow and evolve. Always remember that they are beings of light, with a unique and special purpose in this incarnation. Connect with your superior self and allow your wisdom to illuminate your path. Maintain their high vibration, practicing gratitude, compassion, and joy at all times. Be aware of their thoughts and emotions, and choose what leads them to light and expansion. We are here to support them in their path of ascent, to remind them of their divinity and to guide them towards peace and harmony in their lives. Trust in their inner power and in the guide of the beings of light that surround them. We send our loving energy to accompany them in each step of their way. Trust in the light that shines inside and allow you to illuminate your path to fullness and realization of your being. May peace and light always guide their way. Infinite blessings for everyone. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and change on Earth, it is important to remember that everything is happening according to the divine plan. Although challenges and obstacles may arise in your path, it is confident that everything is happening for your greater good and learning. Remember that you are a being of infinitely powerful light and that you have the power to create the reality you want. Connect with your inner wisdom and trust your intuition to guide your steps on this journey of spiritual evolution. Keep your heart open to gratitude and unconditional love, because they are the most powerful forces in the universe. Forgive others and yourself, releasing any resentment or emotional burden that may be blocking your path to fullness. Trust that you are surrounded by love and protection at all times, and that your spiritual guides are always at your disposal to help you on your way. Trust yourself, in your inner power and the magic of the universe to manifest your highest dreams. Always remember that you are a being of divine light, worthy of love and infinite blessings. Trust the process and allow light to guide every step that you give in your path to the expansion of your conscience and the awakening of your true being. May peace and divine harmony always accompany you. So be it. Dear beings of light, in this moment of deep transformation on Earth, we remind you that they are surrounded by love and support at all times. Trust your intuition and follow the path of truth and light. Allow their hearts to open to universal wisdom and let the energy of love flood each cell of their being. Remember that they are divine beings with a unique purpose in this life, and that they are here to learn, grow, and expand their conscience. They do not fear change or uncertainty, because they are opportunities to evolve and ascend to higher levels of consciousness. Trust in the divine process that develops in their lives and know that everything happens in perfect harmony and at the right time. Connect with the powerful force of your inner being and allow the light inside to shine with all its splendor. Be aware of your power to create your reality and use your energy wisely and lovingly. We send them love, peace, and healing in this moment of connection. Keep shining like the stars they are and remember that they are loved beyond what they can imagine. Trust their divinity and the guide of light beings that accompany them in each step of the road. Let the light of love illuminate your path and bring you peace and well-being at all times. Trust your power to express your dreams and believe a reality full of love, joy, and abundance. We bless you with love and remind you that they are divine beings of light in constant evolution. Trust their greatness and wisdom that lives inside. So it is. Amen. Dear beings of light, in this moment of deep transformation on Earth, we remind you of the importance of staying connected to their own inner being. The light that radiates from the depths of their being is the key to raising its vibration and expanding their conscience. We remind you that they are infinitely powerful beings and capable of creating the reality they want to experience. Trust their intuition and the guidance of their teachers and angels, who are always present to assist them in their path of spiritual evolution. Allow love to flood their hearts and dissolve any fear or doubt they may have. Hugging the light of love is the way to inner peace and harmony with the universe. Remember, dear beings of light, which are divine beings in a sacred mission on Earth. Trust your power and guidance of your light beings to manifest the reality of peace, love, and abundance that you want to experience. That the light of the universe guides and protects them at all times. Infinite blessings for everyone. Sons and daughters of light, in this moment of transformation and spiritual ascent, we remind you that they are divine beings of love and light. Trust their inner wisdom and the guidance of their superior beings, who accompany them on this evolution trip. They open your hearts to the energy of unconditional love, allowing it to flow through you and expand towards everything around you. Be aware that every thought, word, and action has the power to create their reality, therefore, choose with wisdom and love at all times. Remember that they are multidimensional beings with a divine purpose on this earth. Connect with the light of your superior being and allow them to guide them in their way to fullness and spiritual realization. Trust that everything is in perfect divine order and that they are being supported at all times by the universe. Be grateful for all the blessings they receive and maintain faith in the transformation process they are experiencing. We send them love, peace, and light at this sacred moment. Follow their way with confidence and love, knowing that they are powerful beings and full of light. That the wisdom of the ascended teachers always accompany them in their path of lighting. So it is. Amen. Dear beings of light, in this moment of transformation and change on Earth, we remind you that they are surrounded by unconditional love and support. Trust their own internal wisdom and the guidance of their higher beings to navigate these times of uncertainty. It is important to remember that each challenge they face is an opportunity for growth and evolution. Do not fear the changes that arise in their lives, because everything is part of the divine plan that will lead them to their greater well-being and realization. Maintain faith in your inner and light that lives in each of you. Trust that they are being guided and protected at all times, and that they have the ability to create the reality they want to manifest. Remember that they are beings of infinite light, connected to the universe and with all creation. Let your light shine with strength and love, illuminating the way for you and for all those around them. We remind you that they are loved beyond any measure and that they are powerful beings capable of creating the life they want. Trust your own power and magic that lives inside. Go ahead with courage and determination, knowing that they are always guided and protected by divine light. That peace, joy, and infinite love accompany them in each step of their way. Trust the wisdom of your heart and the guidance of your superior beings. We are always by their side, supporting them and loving them unconditionally. So it is. Amen. Dear beings of light, at this time of great change and transformation on the planet, it is important to remember that they are surrounded by unconditional love and divine support at all times. Trust in their intuition and the guidance of their angels and spiritual guides, since they are here to help them in their path of evolution and growth. It is essential to remember that every experience they are going through has a purpose and gives them the opportunity to learn and grow in wisdom and love. Do not get carried away by fear or doubt. Trust your inner power and the strength of your connection with the divine. Remember that they are beings of light and that they carry the divine spark of the Creator. Accept your magnificence and allow you to shine through you, illuminating the world with your love and compassion. Trust the life process and maintain the faith in which everything is in perfect divine order. They are being guided and sustained in each step of the road, so they open their hearts and allow the light of love to flood their lives. That peace, love, and joy fill their hearts at this sacred moment. Trust your power and wisdom that you reside inside. They are powerful and loving beings, worthy of all the abundance and happiness that the universe has to offer them. May the light of divine love always accompany them on their way. So it is. May the divine light guide your path, illuminate your soul, and lead you to experience fullness and peace in every step that day. So it is.